Welcome back. So today we're jumping headfirst into a story about a cosmic crisis, a problem so completely broken, so illogical, that the only possible solution was to unleash a force of pure, primal, and terrifying chaos. I want you to really think about this for a second. Imagine you're on a battlefield, you're facing down an enemy, and every single attack you make, every successful hit, only makes your enemy multiply. What do? This isn't just some brain teaser, it's the absolute core of one of the most powerful myths ever told. So, let's set the stage. We're on a cosmic battlefield where the normal rules of war are about to get thrown completely out the window. Why? Because of a single, seemingly unbeatable glitch in the system. Now, our source for this incredible story is a Sanskrit text called the Devi Mahatmya, which was put together somewhere between 400 and 600 CE. But here's the thing. The story it tells, it's not bound by our sense of time. Nope. It takes place in cosmic time, a battle between gods and demons for the fate of the entire universe. And this is the scene the text paints for us. It's brutal. The whole battlefield is just soaked in blood. The great goddess Durga is in the middle of this terrible war against the Asurs, the demons. But one of them is different. His name is Raktabija. And, his name literally gives the whole game away. Rakta means blood, and Bija means seed. He is the blood seed demon. His entire power, his very essence, is in his blood. So here's the glitch I was talking about. Every time Durga or any of the other gods manage to wound Raktabija, even a single drop of his blood that hits the ground instantly sprouts into a perfect, battle-ready clone. You hit him once, boom, you're now fighting 10 more of him. It's this horrifying, endless feedback loop. Okay, so this is the turning point. The old system is failing spectacularly. Structured, orderly warfare has completely broken down. And when order fails that hard, it demands a completely new, radical, and, chaotic answer. You can just imagine it. The gods, the devas, are in a full-blown panic. The air is thick with the smoke and iron of a pointless war. All of their weapons, all of their best strategies, they're not just failing, they are actively making the problem worse. Durga herself, the supreme warrior goddess, is caught in this impossible trap. And then, right in this moment of absolute crisis, something incredible happens. The text tells us that from Durga's forehead, right from her third eye, a new being just bursts forth, a dark, gaunt form. This is the birth of Kali. And her appearance is just terrifying. The text describes her with this chilling poetry. She is as black as night, her hair is wild and untamed, her eyes are blazing with fire, and this massive tongue is just lolling from her mouth. Her roar alone is enough to shake the cosmos. She is the very picture of raw, untamed power. And right here, you see the fundamental shift in strategy. Durga represents structured, divine order. Her weapons are swords and spears, right? Her goal is to defeat the enemy in combat. But Kali? Oh, she's something else entirely. She is primal consumption. Her weapon is her mouth, and her goal isn't to defeat the problem, it's to devour it whole. So, Kali's new strategy, it works. It works perfectly. But here's the twist. When you unleash a power this raw, this absolute, the victory itself can create a brand new existential threat. On the battlefield, Kali is terrifyingly efficient. She doesn't bother fighting the clones because she prevents them from ever existing in the first place. She just swoops across the battlefield, grabs Raktabija, and drinks every single drop of his blood before it can touch the ground. Just like that, the source of his power is gone. The glitch is solved. But here's the thing about a force like Kali. There's no off switch. Her entire purpose was to unleash absolute chaos to solve an impossible problem. Now that the problem is gone, well, the chaos is still there. Her energy, with no enemy to focus on, just becomes unstoppable. Intoxicated with victory, she begins to dance. But believe me, this is no ordinary celebration. Her dance is so powerful that the battlefield trembles, mountains begin to shake, and the very fabric of the cosmos starts to crack. The solution is now about to destroy everything. And this brings us to the real philosophical heart of the story. You have this unstoppable, chaotic energy running wild. So now it has to be met not with more force, but with something else entirely. Pure, still consciousness. So this brings us to the final and maybe the deepest challenge of all. How do you stop a force that is, by its very nature, unstoppable? You can't fight it. You can't overpower it. So what's the move? Well, the god Shiva arrives on the battlefield, but he doesn't come to fight. He does something radical. He simply lies down, perfectly still, right there among the bodies of the slain demons. He offers zero opposition, no force at all. In the middle of her chaotic dance, Kali doesn't even see him, and she steps right onto his chest. And in that one moment of contact, everything just stops. She looks down, and for the first time, she sees what she's doing. The text says her tongue sticks out, but not in rage anymore. This time, it's in shock, a sudden, profound moment of awareness. You know, this single iconic image, Kali standing on a still Shiva, is way more than just the end of a story. In Shakta philosophy, it's a map. It's a visual diagram of the very nature of existence, a blueprint for how reality actually works. So what does it all mean? Well, in this way of seeing things, Shiva represents pure, unmoving consciousness. He's the foundation of all reality, but by himself, he's inert. And Kali, she represents Shakti, the raw, dynamic, creative, and yeah, sometimes chaotic energy of the universe. And this right here, this is the crucial takeaway. This image shows us that energy, or Shakti, without the grounding of awareness is just blind, destructive chaos. But at the same time, awareness, or Shiva, without energy to make it manifest, well, it's inert and powerless. For a balanced existence, you absolutely need both. What's so amazing is that this story shows us this universal pattern of growth and problem solving. Look at that first row. Durga discovered her traditional weapons were useless, so she had to learn, or in her case, manifest, a new approach, the primal consumption of Kali. And you see this pattern everywhere. Think about King Vishvamitra, who discovered his huge army was useless against spiritual power and had to learn to seek that power himself. Ultimately, it's a map for self-knowledge, right? The discovery that external chaos can feel overwhelming, and the learning that comes from recognizing that still internal foundation of consciousness inside you. And that leaves us with a final thought to chew on. This ancient story isn't just about gods and demons. It's a map for those moments when our own plans, our own structured worlds, fall apart. It asks us, when your order fails, when you're facing your own unbeatable glitch, what primal energy does that unleash